Hi folks, this week a wave of content creators from YouTube announced their move to Vessel, a new company designed to compete with YouTube. Vessel is a pay service, $3 a month for content you will still receive for free on YouTube, but Vessel will have it 3 days earlier. Now I don't have a problem with being asked to pay. I understand there is a problem with YouTube's business model. Despite their efforts to find revenue wherever they can stick an ad, YouTube does not make money. That's right, 9 years after paying $1.65 billion to acquire it, Google has still not seen any real profits from YouTube. If Google wanted to start running YouTube as a pay service, I would accept that readily, because I didn't come of age during a time of Napster, or even later, a time when people have begun to assume that their digital world should be delivered for free, all the time. A notion Vessel has appealed to with a promise that if you signed up during the first 2 days, you would get the first year for free. But this isn't Google and it isn't YouTube. It's another company entirely, and they're asking you to pay for content from people who are developed and groomed by YouTube. I understand the motive for these content creators. They've been promised a considerably larger slice of the pie than they've been getting from YouTube, and they need to eat. And I understand the rationale that they've put forth, that competition will make things better for everyone, that YouTube will finally be forced to compensate its creators better, treat its customer base better, and the world will rejoice with overflowing wine and honey. I'm not buying it. Vessel isn't promising anything new or better. They've just skimmed the cream off of YouTube and are trying to make it their own. It may be true that YouTube has held a virtual monopoly in the online video world. They probably could do better by both their creators and their customers. But competition doesn't always make everything better. Sometimes it just makes it more efficient. And I worry about what could be lost in a trimmed down YouTube. Let's take a moment to look at what YouTube has done in the 10 years of its existence. First, they have developed a world of diverse communities, many of which are led by incredible talents that almost certainly would never have been discovered by the traditional media world. Second, they have given equal access to millions of individuals, many of whom fill it with what is viewed as crap by most viewers, frankly, but which is special and meaningful to those creators, and often discovered and shared by quirky circles of people from around the world, people who almost certainly would never have had the opportunity to interact in any other way. And third, they have, phenomenally, archived and maintained the huge database of all of that, the inspirational, the informational, and all the cats playing pianos. Competition could end all of that. A YouTube forced to trim down could decide not to keep adding more and more servers, more and more memory to preserve everyone's earlier videos. Keeping them for a year or two might be enough, right? Never mind that this would mean no more going back to discover or review Brotherhood 2.0. No more going back to see The Show with Z Frank. No more being able to relive all 100 plus episodes of the Lizzie Bennett Diaries. And letting anyone and everyone have their own channel, does that make sense? Why not stick with those who have more of a proven track record? You know, more like the way traditional TV does. Could a competitor like Vessel really undermine a giant like YouTube? 3 words: MySpace, AOL. And does anyone even remember CompuServe? Now you can argue that all of these earlier giants were replaced by something better, but I don't see anything better coming from Vessel. I see something more like traditional TV, the traditional TV that YouTube helped free us from, but in a way that could threaten much of what I love about YouTube. This isn't surprising. Vessel is brought to us by the same people that gave us Hulu, a company that delivers proven TV shows created elsewhere and rerun by them. What is surprising is the number of YouTube content creators who argued convincingly for net neutrality and against letting big companies deliver data faster for more people able to pay more, now offering to deliver their content faster, 3 days faster, for those who are able to pay. So I am willing to pay, YouTube, but I am also going to do my best to try to dance with the one that brung me. Thank you, YouTube. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments, while that's still a thing. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will talk to you again, soon, on YouTube, hopefully.